Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Messenger, delivering messages to you from the higher realms. Welcome in. Okay, so I know it's a bit noisy. I got a lot going on here with the family tonight. Doors open, washing machines going, fans going, vibes. We setting up for Christmas around here tonight. We just added another tree. Right now I currently have 3 trees up. You know, we like to celebrate the fun holidays. Even though we don't even really get into too much about the actual, it's all about family for us, you know. I know it's like a religious holiday or whatever, but you know, we just like to come together and celebrate as a family and have fun, right? And take advantage of the festivities, the Christmas lights, all the fun things, right? So I've been Christmas shopping already too. I have 4 kids. There's a lot to do. I don't know why I feel to talk about all this, but let's get into the cards, shall we? So Twin Flames is coming out here. There's something. There's the washer. Okay, so there's something yin yang, balance, union, duality. You know, I've been seeing a lot about like unions coming out in the cards. I felt guided to pull in some love cards. Ticking clock was out earlier. I swear this one had like a twin flame. Yeah, look, divine union. Use the wings of empathy to bring love and harmony. Establish and communicate your own boundaries. Entangled. Love illuminates even the darkest corners. Moon Dreamer. Ticking clock is shown quite a few times today. Let love unfold naturally and give it time to grow. So I'm not sure what's going on. Look, I flip right to Divine Union again. But I feel guided to the love cards, okay. And prickly defenses keeps showing. Barrier caused by past hurts block you. Be patient. Now this goes in alignment with the second reading that I was giving today about letting go of barriers within your heart. Blockages you could have had within your heart have been holding you back. Don't get caught up in the drama. Choose peace. Whirlwind has been coming out as well today. So yeah, I've been feeling the love cards. I just wanted to play with some cards. I like to stick to 3 readings, okay, especially when I said I was going to do 3, and we've just had so much going on today. Anyway, this is like the closest little bit of time that I can get, right? Because I've got an order getting ready to be dropped off, dinner to do, more laundry. I work later tonight, so there's just a lot. Okay, so let's get into the tarot, right? So if this is bothering you, the noise, then don't watch this one. Okay. All right, let's see. What's going on here? 10 of Pentacles. Now we had that out earlier. Let's see. So if they come running in here and it gets loud, I'm warning you. Because I don't even think they know that I'm recording content unless they can see me through the window. Normally when I've got my vibes on, they know that I am, but 6 of Pentacles is coming out here. So it's about fairness. And 10 of Wands is showing as well. 10 of Wands under judgment. Judgment's being called on a situation. It's being called on this 10 of Wands, this burdensome situation. Four of Pentacles out with the Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands to the Devil, to the Wheel. So, all this battling and this conflict that this devilish energy was doing, I feel this is what's closing out. Now, you could have been dealing with the King of Wands. I said King of Wands, so it could be a King of Wands. So you could make this a Queen of Wands a king. This could just be a energy of masculine that's in more of a feminine energy. There's this Queen of Wands energy that could be holding on to. Okay. See how the Queen of Wands, she's got that tie around her and the Four of Pentacles. I was picking up on that. It's really her braids, but it looks like a tie. There's something with the bunnies too. You know what's funny is I've been drawn to bunnies a lot lately. Like I told my little girl that she's getting a Christmas bunny. Hold on, what is that? Well, you have to review?
The assessment.
Oh, well, that's assessments for you. But I told her we're getting her a Christmas bunny. And so I've been looking at bunnies like crazy, trying to find her the perfect bunny. And anyway, there's bunnies on that. That's what I mean. This is so funny because I've literally been looking at bunnies and like I want to get her the cutest, fluffiest little bunny. Like I don't even know. I mean, like big bunny, biggest little bunny I can for like a house bunny. Because I had a little bunny when I was growing up, a little dwarf bunny. I loved it. And I feel bad. We had to let her kitty go to get into our home. So I was like, okay, we gonna get bunny. I know I'm supposed to talk about this, but we are. So anyway, there's bunnies. Like I didn't even know. I mean, it's a different type of bunny. It's like a rabbit. Like, look at that rabbit. And this is up on the card that I'm guided to with the Five of Wands with the stack that I say that they're sacrificing. Something about that. Okay, I'm getting distracted by family today, but hey, this is the vibe, right? Knight of Swords, fast movement, Two of Wands. Some sort of communication is going to come in quick about a new pathway, about a change, about some sort of change. King of Swords. Somebody could be coming in communicating something, or there's some sort of strategy here. Four of Wands, the Ten of Wands, about ending some sort of burdensome situation. See, Four of Cups to the Ace of Cups. There's a missed opportunity at something that didn't come into union, or there was a lot of burdens. Okay, and something couldn't come into union, but it's interesting because you keep getting like the union card out, the twin flame cards are coming out, but then there's like this change, right? The Hierophant. So this would be some sort of contract that now it's at a Two of Swords. Okay, because why? Is there a change? Nine of Wands. There was some sort of manipulation or control tactic. Somebody could have been brainwashed, could have been controlled. We've been talking about a lot of these twins that have been under attack. A lot of them, Five of Pentacles, could be going through loss. Okay, feeling abandoned. Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. See, I told you, as I talk about down to the Five of Cups. See, that's a lot of swords. This is an ending to these challenging times and cycles. And see, we've been seeing 10-10. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, Five of Cups. But yeah, you look, 10-10. As I say that, here's the Ten of Cups. Right next to the Ten of Swords. There's been stuff that has been blocking these happy unions and celebration. Ace of Pentacles. There's an abundant beginning coming in, but see this Two of Pentacles with the High Priestess and the Three of Swords. There's a decision that needs to be made here because there's been a lot of pain, a lot of betrayals. It's about letting the pain and the betrayals and all of that go. Oh my gosh, it looks like she's holding like a little bunny right in her hand. You know, the fact that I'm being guided so much to a bunny, like, it's been heavy on me, right? And, like, I don't know, maybe I'm getting a spirit guide or something with the bunny. Maybe look up the spirit symbolism behind a bunny. Like, I thought about surprising her with the bunny, too, and it being a surprise, but I was like, I want to make sure she really wanted that as a gift, and then with that comes all the fun stuff, you know, that's why I thought those could be fun little gifts, and I know she likes to help me pick things out and be a part of everything. She's one where she likes to She likes to be a part of everything instead of me doing it behind, like her not knowing, you know, like she loves the experience. There's something about that, you know, that I feel to explain this. Sometimes people like to be a part of the experience instead of just simply surprising them with things. 9 of Wands. Page of Cups, King of Cups. Something is coming in. Pages are messengers. And the Fool. This new beginning is here. Something you've been waiting a long time for. 7 of Pentacles. There's been a lot of patience here. But see, there comes this release. Somebody has tamed their inner demons. So she's tamed that demon there. You've tamed something. 9 of Cups. You're in this energy of celebrating. Being at peace. Not maybe learning how to block out the chaos and the conflict. Just being in this beautiful energy. Just being in it. Letting things be. You know, because when you're constantly fighting, you're constantly trying to find a way. Sometimes you get caught up in that fight mode and you don't find your way out. And you're just going to keep running into more and more struggles, more and more challenges, more and more obstacles. But sometimes when you just surrender and you just kind of just relax, be in the moment. That's what it's about, being in the present moment. You know, that's why it's just like with us, like embracing Christmas, you know, like there's a lot of people that like to wait and push out. Like, to me, it's always the anticipation up until something. It's always far more fun to get excited and get celebrated and like be in the moment. Like each day I love to surprise my children with different things. You know what I mean? Then once the holiday comes, it's like, that's it. You know what I mean? So it's always like, it's the whole season. Right? That's what I mean. Like, we've always celebrated things early. And I mean, normally we would put our tree up Thanksgiving night. Right? It is always like our tradition. And normally we don't put the ornaments on and things like that till Thanksgiving night. But because that's when the elf comes out and everything, and then that's a whole nother adventure with little elves. But we still set up our tree early, right? But see, lately we've been having like a Halloween tree, so we take our Halloween and we roll right into Christmas season. I don't know why I feel like explaining that. Maybe for some of you, you need to get into the spirit, setting up all the beautiful rainbow lights, taking in all those different frequencies and colors, and know that it's not always just about the presents and the gifts. It's definitely about family and love, right? And just seeing all the love in everything. So, the Emperor is coming out with the 8 of Pentacles. Taking charge of control, taking action, working towards something. What's this Ooh, Justice. So Justice is here. But there's something about that and embracing the moment, being in the here and the now. 8 of Swords, getting out of being trapped and stuck, letting the sun come in. See the difference of that card, like the sun versus darkness. Now there's always beauty in the darkness, but you have to let it in. 4 of Swords. I really feel like a healing needed to be done here. 4 of Swords, healing. And got the 7 of Swords out to the 5 of Swords. I feel there were people that were conflicting with you, fighting with you, because I don't know, maybe it's all they knew. You know, like I was talking about this earlier about this cat that I feel that had been through a lot of rough experiences, and it's been taking time for her to like open up and trust and be vulnerable. Maybe for some of you, like you're used to just being attacked and being in the fight or flight mode, and there's something about this. The 7 of Swords could be just somebody that is just heavily guarded and needs to come off a certain way. maybe putting on a mask, putting on a persona, whatever, to protect themselves. I'm not getting this energy of somebody that is like devious and like, it's more coming from like a wounded place. And maybe this is an aspect of yourself too, because we've been talking about that, and patternings and healing wounds, right? This is a major time of transformation, of healing these deep-rooted wounds. 6 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is right here. That is 16 pentacles, yo. That's a lot of pentacles. That's a lot of, you know, and it's about the frequency. It's just like when you raise your vibrational frequency to love, and you realize that that's all that matters beyond the physical, beyond the material and the things like that, is the highest vibrational frequency of all. And really it attracts everything anyways when you're at this level. But you really have to detach and not let that be your driving force. And I know it's hard for people to understand, especially when you're like, well, how am I going to eat? How am I going to pay for my bills? Well, you know what? When you don't have food to buy and you don't have bills to pay, you really see the beauty of this world and how everyone comes together. You truly do. You know? And that's why a lot of us, all of us chosen ones, experience that. Because we find that. We do, and we find that from within, and we show everybody how we overcame that, right? And especially if you've been watching me here on my channel, right? Like, everything that my family had went through, like, that's why Christmas is so exciting for us this year, because this is our first Christmas all back together in a home in 3 years. It's taken us 3 years to get back to that, so it's kind of a big deal for us this year. But more than ever, it's just us being together in a home, you know, us all together too. So anyway, so we're super excited. I guess that's it for the reading. Take the messages how you would. I'm sending love and light to you as always. Watch whatever you feel guided to. All of my readings are timeless, but it is more fun to take advantage of them in real time. I did a lot of talking about the Scorpio new moon that we have approaching in my readings earlier today. I didn't really talk about the moon in this reading. So there wasn't too much talking about the cosmic alignments and what's going on, but I was talking about the holiday season or whatever, so. Alright, anyways, watch whatever you feel guided to. Look, I put over half the deck out in this reading. Look at all these cards. I was just freestyling it. And, you know, it's interesting too, because this is like a darker deck that I often use, because it's got the 5 of Wands, which I use as like my sacrifice card. Yeah, look, the Devil's right here. You know what's funny? Amongst all those cards, I didn't even really talk about the Devil much at all. I didn't even realize that the Devil was out. So there's something about the Devil. The Devil got trumped. All those cards were weighted down on top of that Devil. There's something about, like, even the darkness, right? It's like being just outshined by all the light and all of the beautiful things. You know, and I felt to say in this reading that there is beauty in the darkness. There really is. Especially when you see somebody's fight and somebody's fight or flight. And, you know, I really had something earlier, a moment where I was in my shadow and I was defending my son, and I was being very very vocal and threatening in a way, because I was in my mama bear energy and being protective of my home, and he had triggered it in the safety of my children and all of that. And even when I was in the moment, like, immediately, like, they all stood down and approached me differently, and it changed. And I then was just explaining why I'm so defensive and so protective, you know. And I could start to see how it was all turning, and it was me up against 4 or 5 individuals, and they got to see the beauty of how I was defending and protecting my son, even though it was coming off in a way at first, you know, that could have been threatening, but them seeing just, wow, like, that's love. That's her using her shadow side with love, you know. And even in the moment when I came off that way, just temperancing it back down and balancing it out and turning it into a lesson for these individuals, and them explaining why I reached a certain level that I did and how I was able to pull it back down and how beautiful that it was. So there's something about that. You could very much be learning how to temperance your energy. You could very much be learning how to use these situations to your advantage, right? And finding the beauty in the darkness. Like, it is okay for all of us to have a shadow. That's what you have, that raw energy, that protective energy. It's very beautiful when you learn how to control and you temperance it. And it's so different when you can learn how to control it than when you don't. And that's what I mean. That's where I feel like we're at. So for some of you, you're not letting that darkness, that dark side take over, control, and destroy. You're letting it use you to aid you and even teach and heal you. So for some of you, that darker shadow side that you needed to get into was exactly what you needed to actually heal yourself. And for some of you, you've been doing just that, and maybe healing your family and healing other things, right? Like, there's really big revelations that are going on at this time, and so many people are feeling the beautiful, powerful love even in the darkest forms. I really feel that's a big message that's coming out here today. And I felt to explain a lot about, like, my family and situations and everything. So I don't know, that's what I had for you. And sing love and light to all of you. As always, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Catch me on more readings. Bye, guys.